So now, you notice it, basically what biodegradable waste, usually they do not pollute the environment. But if you are dumping or if you are throwing up, if you are large, only when the amount is very large and which cannot be degraded or decomposed into harmless substances in nature at that right time, as it what Sriya said. So at the particular situation, because today, if I'll throw the vegetable matter, tomorrow it won't be converting into the manure or whatever it is. It cannot decompose immediately because it will take a certain time. And during that time, it may cause us to the other environmental problems, like you might be notice it. Foul smell used to come from the drainage or else the dump yard. Always continuously the bad smell used to come. Is it, have you noticed it or not? So that is all happening what? During the decomposition process, if it is not covered properly, you might be notice it in Pudukkottai, most of the dustbins will be overflow always. Have you seen it? Maybe dustbin is damaged, or else the people are throwing more and more irresponsibly. They will throw not inside the dustbin, outside the dustbin they used to throw. I used to notice it when I'm coming to on the way. Even though the dustbin is empty, that people will come in the bike and they will throw in the outside and they will go like that. When it will take certain time. At that right time, it cannot decompose immediately. So now I will throw the vegetable peel. Immediately, it won't be converting into manure or fertilize everything. So it cannot decompose. So what is happening? So it will take certain time. So that large amount of biodegradable waste, if we dump, it cannot be degraded. It cannot be converting into fertilizer or manure immediately. So that what is happening? It will cause us like a temporary pollution. So once it will start decomposing, so again it will become what? Harmless to the society or nature. That is what you need to remember. So now if you take here, all the substances, what I said, like animal bones, leather, cattle dung, and as well as vegetable peels, flowers, fruits, leaves, paper, wheat, everything. These all the substances in our kitchen, you can see cereals, pulses, rice, everything. This all will come under biodegradable waste only. So 2 points as you have to remember. So exactly like Sriya said, so basically they do not pollute the environment. That is what the nature of biodegradable substances. But only when they will cause us pollution, at the same time a huge amount, a large amount which cannot be degraded into the harmless substances in nature at the right time. So if I throw now, immediately it cannot. So it may cause us a pollution, remaining it does not have a nature to pollute the environment. So all of you need to remember this. So now if it comes to here, next, opposite to this one, so we will go, that is what we can say. So that is only called as what it is, guys? Non-biodegradable substances. So just you can replace the word definition of biodegradable substances, which they're broken. Here what is, guys? Non-broken, cannot be broken, and they're non-poisonous, and here poisonous substances. That's all the definition. So the waste materials which cannot be broken down into non-poisonous or harmless substances. So that is what, which are poisonous to the environment. That is only called as non-biodegradable wastage. So if we'll take the examples of non-biodegradable waste, for example, the best example which you used to study in biology, DDT. Have you heard this DDT? Anybody can tell me? DDT is a chemical, one of the chemical. Yes, please respond. DDT, dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane, one of the chemical substance, the most harmful substance to the environment. It is not possible to decompose, DDT. And next one, if you take plastics, the plastics are the majority problem for our society now. Is it yes or no? So now tell me next what it is. What do people know? Next, polythene bags. You can come to know. Pudukkottai, I am seeing most of the shops, they are giving polythene bags. Still, it is banned. Even recently, your government also banned. But still, if you go any shop, they will give these polythene bags only. Is it or not? Are you people are experiencing or not? Say the truth. Yes or no, guys? Everyone, we are experiencing or not? You go to any shop,
Yes, sir.
everywhere they are giving, except some shopping malls and all. Everywhere, if you go, even including the hotels, if you go even that, and in that also some hotels they are giving degradable covers. For example, if you go the Maharaja Bakery, that cover which they are giving for the parcel, it is the degradable plastic. It is not a non-degradable plastic. It will be decomposed within a short period of time. So that is why you might be noticed the touch. If you touch that cover, it will be feels a different touch to you. Have you noticed it? That covers, degradable covers. Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
That is. So this all the things if you take. For example, even you have, do you have a refills? How many of you are using ballpoint pens? Please respond. How many of you are using ballpoint pens? Yes or no? We are using ballpoint pens. Yes or no? Everybody we are using, even including me and
Yes,
you,
sir.
everyone. So this all the card. After usage of pen, we will throw the refill. Refills is what? Degradable or by non-degradable? Non-degradable, understanding. So they're non-biodegradable only. If you take synthetic fibers, like for example, you might be buying the rayon cloth, nylon cloth. This is all what? Made with plastics. Understand? Like what we can say that petroleum products. For example, the rayon, if you take, it is the petroleum product. So that is all non-degradable. That is what synthetic cloths we can say, synthetic fibers. If you take glass objects, metal articles like aluminum cans, iron nails, silver foils, and radioactive wastage like e-wastage, computer waste. That are all the things. You can see fridge will damage, the people are throwing outside. These are all the things, plastics and all, they all will cause us a non-biodegradable wastage which cannot be broken down by any kind of microorganisms and which will never possible to convert into non-poisonous or harmless substances to this nature. So that is why this all we used to call as, what we used to call, guys? Non-biodegradable wastage. So all this non-biodegradable waste if you take, they cannot be made less toxic or less poisonous easily, and that is why they are the major pollutants of the environment. That is what you need to remember. Because why, guys? Why they are called as major pollutant to this environment? Because these wastes cannot be decomposed by microorganisms. So no microorganism we can consume it, and no microorganism cannot make it into non-pollutant. So that is why these are called as major pollutants in every country. So now if you notice it, as I told you, the first chemical, that is what I told you, DDT. What is this, guys? DDT. You might be notice it in Kerala. During the British time, this is the chemical used to spray from the helicopter. Do you understand, guys? For the certain kind of, you might be noted cashew plants. So Kerala cashew nuts is more. Is it yes or no, guys? Cashew plants, they used to sprinkle from the helicopter. So because of that, it is used to spread in the atmosphere also, and it is used to cause us lot of defects to the human population also. Even still in Kerala, some certain areas, people used to born with a handicap. So there is no kind of person who will born completely all the organisms. Some loss of organisms will be there because of that much environment is polluted because of these dangerous chemicals. That is why the DDT is the most dangerous chemical which will come under non-biodegradable waste. So if we take, that is why this non-biodegradable waste are the major pollutants to the environment. Understand, everybody? They are called as what? Major pollutants. Because what? It is not consumed by any kind of microorganisms and is not possible to convert into what? Non-poisonous. That is why. So if you take, that is the reason This DDT, you don't believe, India it is not banned, but majority of the countries where are developed countries like America, Russia, if will go, including the UK, etc., all the countries, this chemical is banned. You don't believe. You want, you can browse it and you can see. So it has been banned from the use in most of the countries across the world, but still in our India is also banned. But still, even production industries is there and usage of DDT is available. But that is what our bad luck. So we cannot do. But majority of the countries, they banned this DDT. So because this DDT is a non-biodegradable waste, which will pass us understanding, which can be passed along the food chain from the crops to the man and other animals and as well as birds to harm them. That is the reason, as I told you, in Kerala, they used to sprinkle from the helicopter for the proper growth of this cashew nuts and all. So to increase the size of that and make it everything polished and all. So that is the reason still in that areas people used to born with what? As lack of organisms. That is what handicap we used to say. Physically challenged people are born. Still it is. But it's now banned in our India. So, but still uses it will be there. Why? Because this DDT is like a most dangerous substance which can pass us through the everyone, including the plants to the animals, including the human beings, through the what, guys? What is the only one which will connect the plants and animals? Can anybody tell me? What is the only one which will connect plants and animals? It is the food web. Yes or no, guys? Please respond. Food web is the one which will connect the plants and animals. So this DDT, if we use it for spraying the plants will absorb it. Understanding? It will be passed through the food which we are consuming from the plants, and these plants to it will pass us to the animals to the we people are eating both plants and animals. So it will be passed through the every body and will cause us a lot of defects in our body. That is the most dangerous chemical we can say, DDT. What is the full form of DDT? Anybody? Dichlorodiphenyl. Please note it down. Dichlorodiphenyl trichloroethane. CHLORO. Trichloroethane. This is what DDT. So what is this, guys? This is the most non-biodegradable waste which cannot be decomposed by microorganisms, and it can be passed along the food chain or food web from crops to the man and other animals and the birds to harm them. That is why this is the waste which is banned by most of the countries across the world. Understanding? So that is why we can say this non-biodegradable waste are the major pollutants of the environment. So if we take, for example, drinkers only, let me take. So after drinking, they used to break the bottles on the sides of the roads. You might be noticed in our streets and as well as in near to the dustbins and all. Have you noticed it, guys? Please respond. Yes? Now,
yes, sir.
You might be noticed it, you will be surprised while you are coming to on the way to my home. Recently, I noticed it. It's not done by drinkers and all. Usually somebody in front of my home, the empty space. So one dump yard will be there, small dustbin they used to keep. So there somewhere, some people, like some family, I don't know who is that, they have been dumped some kind of glass bottles. So now two kids, I think they are our school only. I don't have exact idea. They are not the class 10th. They are passing on this way by walk. Do you understand? And surprising what it is. When they are passing, they are break that this glass bottles all. They kept it on not in the dustbin. The side they have been dropped. These boys both, they broken all the bottles and they are going. Really, I shocked actually. Do you understand what we are doing, guys? Even it will hurt to ourselves also. Is it yes or no? Because it is not a degradable material. It is a non-biodegradable material. And that too, if it is as a particular shape, if it is having an object shape, at least we can use it for some decorating or else recycling or reusing. If it is broken, have you understand how much pollution it will cause us? and how much dangerous it is. Animals it will hurt, including human beings, kids also it will hurt. Yes or no, guys? That is, so that much maturity also does not have. Even they are even not a small kids, big, very big people, like ninth or 10th maybe it will be. That the boys both are breaking these bottles and they are going when I'm passing on that way. I even shocking. Even my wife also said how they broken. See, on the road side they broken everything. That is that is what it is. So if you take everything, this discarded plastic articles, you might be noticing after drinking the cool drink bottle, you people simply will throw in the dustbin, or else even dustbin at least it is somehow good. Most of you will throw majority. You might be notice it while you are traveling in your school bus. Some government buses and all will pass us. You might be heard, you might be see that sometimes water bottles and all will fall from the window. Have you noticed it, guys? Biscuit covers, plastic, everything. Yes. Even me, when I'm coming on the bike, sometimes suddenly will fall on me also. Sometimes you might be notice it because I'm coming on the bike. Correct. They won't notice it either. The people are coming back or not. Simply they will throw after drinking. So that is what. So this all the discard plastic articles, glass articles, metal objects, non-biodegradable waste only. So these materials which cause a lot of pollution in our surroundings. So now this is all about this. Till here I will leave you. Next we will describe a simple experiment to find out whether a given material is a biodegradable or non-biodegradable. Now, as we know that biodegradable means no problem. Already we have a system of making that biodegradable into non-pollutants. How? By decomposing them. So now if it comes to the non-biodegradable, we have to go with the alternatives. That is what we need to do. Now, for example, I will send you one photograph in our group now. That is what a non-biodegradable waste, as I told you just, it is done by the Nigerian people. How the Nigerian people will construct the houses, you can see, with the waste bottles, water bottles. You might be notice it in our surroundings also, majorly. So they will construct complete houses with the help of a non-biodegradable waste only. That is what is like a plastics. You might be noticing I am sending the picture in our group. You can see. So that is so a non-biodegradable waste. We have to go with as a responsible citizens of this environment. So we have to go with alternative methods. How to recycle, how to reuse, how to minimize the usage. That is what we should learn. So that is all we will see. And tomorrow we will learn. So a small experiment, how to analyze either this wastage is a biodegradable or non-biodegradable. And if it is a biodegradable, what kind of norms I should follow, and non-biodegradable, what kind of things I should follow. That is all we'll study, and later we'll go to the ecosystem. So with this I will leave you. So you can write the definitions between the biodegradable and non-biodegradable, and you can learn the examples also. It might be having a chances of, because that is a one major concept. So they may be asked you the definitions and write like what is the most dangerous non-biodegradable substances, how it will be passes, what is that DDT, yes or no? So which will cause us directly. Do you know that the fact also I'm saying, guys, you might be not notice, it will be directly affect on our neuron system. Do you understand? Our central nervous system will be affected by the DDT. That is why it will cause us a severe, very worst non-biodegradable pollutant, which will cause us every complete ecosystem. That is why the most harmful substance we can say in our environment under the non-biodegradable waste. This is DDT. That is why imagine it's banned by majority of the countries in the world. But still, so many countries are using to yield the good production, like food production and all. It is used in crop cultivation only. So many countries, and as well as these greedy people, they will use it for getting the good yield and as well as the sizes of the fruits and all. So that we cannot ban it. But still, people, it is banned. Officially, it is banned, but unofficially, people are using it. It may be in our surroundings also. We don't know. That is. So we should just tomorrow we'll see how we need to identify and all. So with this, I will leave you. Thank you, everybody. Bye. We'll meet tomorrow.